meets a woman, she may not be of faith. And no, they may not be equally yoked. But it is, some men are strong enough to change a woman's whole base, and this might be her way of receiving Christ and getting her way to ticket to heaven. That's all I have to say about that. And I understand how you Christians feel. I think that what you should, instead of judging and saying he's is that blasphemy? What is they saying he doing? What is it called? Being in an unequally yoked situation. Jonathan is not in no relationship. He's dating. He's trying to figure out what it is that he wants to do with his own life. Okay? So y'all don't need to be along conclusions right now. If Jonathan have any kids with anybody that's not of Jesus Christ, that would be blasphemy to him. Woe to him if he tried to have a child with somebody that talked to the dead, or somebody that was not of the absolutely in left field. He would probably get the same thing he got the last time. But at this point, let's just hope and pray that she loves Jonathan enough to come to Christ. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that she loves Jonathan enough to pick up the Holy Bible and save her and her child's life through Jesus Christ. I do understand that it's totally against, everything that we believe in. For him to be talking to the dead is scripture that backs that up. But let's just hope and pray that they keep in their spirituality separate. She don't love him. She's trying to control him. She knows that she can't control. Every woman in America knows that they can't control Jonathan. Okay? He's uncontrollable. He's going to do what he wants to do, and when he wakes up and realizes if it's good for him or bad for him, woe to you if you're there. Okay? Woe to you. That's all I can say. So I would have to go and do my own homework and my own research. I'm just going by what y'all are complaining about and what y'all are saying. Okay? If you want me to unblock you, leave me a DM with your 6 subscription, and I always unblock all of my subscribers. Yes, I will unblock you if you show me your subscription. Can't keep your spirituality separate with witchcraft. Is it witchcraft?
I don't know what she doing.
We don't know what it is, but me and my sister, she flew out today to make sure, and we gonna figure it out before the end of the day and let y'all know. Okay, my sister is here. Okay, and I just picked her up so we can figure it all out. We will go and do our homework and figure out what exactly it is and what's it called. I don't even know the name of it, do you? She said like something like OSHA or O'Shea or something. Praying for him. Thank you, Miss Jackie, 848. Thank you, girl. The Bible you guys read is written by man, which is indoctrinated by the slave master. Girl, go on somewhere. If you pick up that Bible and you read it, you ain't gonna find one thing that is in there that will hold you back or hold you down. Okay? That made no sense. So whatever we reading, baby, you should go read it. Okay? Start there. Just go read it first before you sound stupid on here. Okay? Because there's a lot of smart people on my page. I don't play with the dumb people. I got 11,000 motherfuckers blocked because I do not want to play with dumb people. Now, I'm not talking to nobody that ain't read the Bible. If you ain't read the Bible, then you don't have the right or the authority to speak on it for those of us who have. Ain't nothing in that Bible that's going to make you feel like you know slave, or make you feel like you anything other than loved, anything other than appreciated, covered in the blood, nothing. Okay? Now, if you want to go pick up other stuff to get a bigger, wider understanding, because you want to teach and you want to go above and beyond, yes, there are more books that are not in there that you can go read. Okay? But some of us, it don't take all of that. Some of us already know, like we know, that's the faith we came out our mama's ass with, faith, okay? So if you need all of that, you go get it, baby. But it's just enough in there for me, and it's just enough in there for my kids too, and we good over here. When you and your husband separated, why the fuck will we be separated? What the fuck?
I'm sorry, I had to laugh.
Why would we do that after 12 years? We ain't dumb. Come on now. We wouldn't separate if we fucked up in the worst way. We still wouldn't separate. We too old for that. Okay. Who the fuck is calling me? I know they see me on live. I hate when y'all do that. I hate when y'all call me and y'all know I'm on live. Text me or send me a message. I know y'all. I know all the church people that's been praying for my son to get away from the last situation. I know how y'all feel. I understand. I got all the DMs. I got all the messages. I'm addressing it. Okay. I'm addressing it. I'm gonna sit down with Jonathan on 6 out tomorrow and figure it out and figure out the best plan. I will not be asking y'all to pray for him ever again about no dumb shit. I promise you. He'll be on his own.
So I ain't even gonna be able to hear you. As soon as she log off, I'm gonna call you.
You haven't unblocked me, baby. If you blocked, I just said send me your 6 out subscription. Send me your 6 out subscription and I will unblock you. I don't know if she speaks to the dead. It's the ancestors of the dead, right?
Of course.
If you relying on the ancestors of the dead, then yes, that's not of our religion, and I'm not about to ask y'all to pray for Jonathan for nothing like that. Jonathan knows better, okay? Now, if she bring one of them altars or one of them things that y'all sent me up in Jonathan's house, I will go to war and back, even with him, okay? I'd rather see him in a cell than lose his soul. So if anybody ever bring any type of altar up in Jonathan's house, just know I'm going to burn that motherfucking house down. Just know that, okay? So you don't got to worry about nobody bringing no bullshit in his house talking about this what we doing. We ain't doing that at his house, okay? And if Jonathan had some kids with somebody that prayed to anybody other than the Jesus Christ, I would not be a part of their kid's life either. I'm sorry. I'm not bringing over no kids over there to be tainting up the other kids. No, ma'am. So I understand what y'all saying and where y'all going with this. I do. And I understand the severity and the seriousness of it. But what I would like to see is if Jonathan has been ordained to bring her to Christ from where she's at. Because that's a high possibility. Maybe she just doesn't know Jesus. And maybe the Lord is going to use John to introduce her to Christ. She got about 90 days to figure it out, okay? After that, I'm going to be going over there and going in. Because I understand what y'all saying and where y'all coming from and people trying to have babies with us and ruin our generations and our family. I understand where y'all going. I do. But my sister is here. We're going to pray about it. I talked to Nevaeh. She's very respectful. She said she wasn't bringing any of that on Jonathan. That's her own separate thing she got going on. It has nothing to do with Jonathan. Okay? Jonathan's not going to visit her altar. He's not going to visit her church. So all that stuff y'all sending me, talking about he said he wasn't going to entertain Neil because he was Muslim. He was better off going to the Muslims. He ain't said he was going to nobody's altar. He might be going up in her altar. Okay, he might be going up in her altar, but he ain't going to visit none of her altar, pray to none of her ancestors, none of her gods, or none of that, okay? So please stop sending me all them crazy ass DMs, Ocean, or what is it, Ocean? Y'all want to talk about it now, or y'all want to wait till we talk to her and her family about it, and we could watch it on the show and let her give her own perspectives, okay? And y'all know I don't never say things all the way the right way, so please do not take it. If you a OSHA or whatever this religion is, please don't take how I say it the wrong way. If I say you talking to the dead, the ancestors, they dead, ain't they? I don't mean to be funny or nothing. That's just me, how I express whatever I got to say. So please don't get on here talking about I'm disrespecting y'all God, okay? Because I don't want to disrespect y'all, God, because I'm not going to tell you what I would do for mine if you disrespect mine. So if you love yours the way I love mine, just know I'm not being disrespectful, because if you play with my God, they probably have to get me up out of here, okay? It's not up for debate. She said, what is going on? They said Ocean is a deity from Ifa, Centaria, Lusumi.
Ocean.
Blue don't act the same. I'm sorry. I think to the family, we haven't noticed any difference.
They don't really know him.
Yeah, you don't really know him. I haven't noticed any difference. He's still cocky, asshole, you know what I mean? He's still himself. Smart mouth, all that, but he still pray and thank Jesus every day, okay? I know that for sure. And I can guarantee you can't twist Jonathan into doing no altars or building no shit or doing no praying and no shit like that. You're not about to never ever ever see him doing none of that. Why don't you speak to Nevaeh and find? I did speak to her, and I talked to her, and I asked her not to involve Jonathan in any of that, and I will go sit down with her, and her mother wants to talk to me and sit down and see what is actually going on. So yes, they have both agreed, her mom and her, to get on 6 out and explain to us so that y'all feel comfortable, so that we all feel comfortable, because that's the right family way to do it. Now, if I get on here and start going off on her or going off on Jonathan, all that's going to do is make y'all say, oh, she don't want nobody with her son. She want to be with her son herself. Oh, she don't want no woman to be with her son. I want my son to be happy with whoever he chooses to be with. Now, if it bothers his faith, yes, I'm going to war. I'm going to tell you right now. Let all y'all know. I'm going to go tell the devil right now. I'm not doing none of that bullshit, okay? We not writing on no walls with no blood no more. We not bringing over no voodoo dolls or none of that bullshit. And if that's not what it's called, I'm sorry. That's what the fuck I'm going to call it. Okay? That's just me. Because that's what it means to me. That means to me that you playing with some bullshit that we don't play with over here, and I don't want it. I don't want it in the house where his kids lay. I don't want it in the house where he lay at. And I'd be damned if Jaden would ever let her children be anywhere that y'all got some voodoo dolls at. So if y'all want to have some kids with John and y'all want to do the right thing, y'all need to come correct. Because I can guarantee you, if you bring some voodoo shit in that house, all that's going to do is set you back. Blue is 28, but he'll always be 6 months and my brand new baby to me, fresh out my ass, okay, with my shit on his forehead. Now there you go, okay? He gonna always be my baby. That's my last child. The last one I had, okay? That's my baby. That's all of our baby. That's even her baby. She said, stop lying. Y'all did something to get blocked. Tell them, girl. Tell them. I got my moderators and my motivators in here. They said, motherfucker, you did something to get blocked. But if you want to get unblocked. Oh, and I'm giving you guys a heads up. I know I was charging $8.99 on the Patreon for y'all to watch my son to get home. And I get it. The moment is over. Now we got to watch what the fuck he about to do with this next shit. I am going to put the price back down. So don't go out and come back in, because it's still going to charge you the $8.99 for the next 30 days. But if you're already in, it'll drop down to the regular price. So don't go out and then wait to watch the episode and come back in. You're going to mess yourself up. I'm about to lower it back down to $5.99. So if you at a higher price than what we normally pay, don't worry. I'm going to push the button today. I'm going to bring it down. You can still watch whatever we got going on for $5.99. He is a very grown man, but he will always be a baby to me. And if you ain't got no kids, I get it. You don't understand that. But those of us who got kids, just know, if you got a 5-year-old or 6-year-old girl, when he get 30, he's still going to be your baby. Okay? Andre is 30 plus years old. That's still my baby, and we on our way to go be with him right now, okay? We on our way to make sure he get all the healing, all the knowledge, all the counseling, everything that he need. Me and Auntie, them our babies, okay? Then we got to work on her baby. These are babies. We don't give a fuck about none of that grown shit, okay? Because we came from a father. Our father been with us through everything we've been through our whole life, even with our kids. We are still our daddy's baby, okay? I'm gonna call him right now and start cussing and screaming in the phone if I don't feel good, okay? I'm still a baby. My kid's gonna be my baby. I'm sorry if y'all didn't have that and don't have that. It's the most beautiful, awesome thing. It makes you a little entitled, and you know what I'm saying? My dad is somewhere happy with his woman right now, and I need him to get the fuck over here this weekend and help me with my son. But that's just what it is. I'm sorry. She gonna try to convince you. She can't try ever. First of all, you guys, you can't try to convince people who really love God. You can't convince us. There's no way you can make me. I'll always respect. Like, if she wanted to have her religion and she's not here to be saved by Christ, and whatever she chooses to do, I respect everybody's decision in their life. I'm not here to change her if she don't want to, you know what I mean? But if she wants to learn about Christ, she wants me and my sister to sit down and teach her the beauty of having Jesus Christ for you and your son. If she wanted to know that, we would be here for her, and we would love on her, and we would give her that. It's better, I would better have somebody who's just lost and doesn't know than somebody who's playing with God and pretending, okay? And that's not knocking nobody else's thing. I'm just saying, like, I would rather her be fresh and not know, and then be like, oh, I just didn't know. This is what was introduced to me, and this is what I've been living on. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if she says this what it is, I don't want to be involved with that. I would just keep my life separate from it, other than, hey, how you doing? How's it going? You know what I mean? Because I don't bring people in my house. I don't let them come through my doorway. I don't let them do none of that stuff that might affect anybody else in my house. But I always love y'all, just like gay people. I love gay people like they not gay, but we have different things that we gonna do, okay? I can't invite you to go to church with, well, I can invite them to go to church with me, right? But you can't go in there wearing no dress and you a man. Like, it's different. It's just different stuff. You gotta move a little bit differently when you with people that might be, you know. I didn't like the way that she tried to take credit for the lady's house getting caught on fire. Because it didn't really get caught on fire. The lady was just using that for clout. But that was just the lady testing her situation to see if that's the type of God she was praying to. Like, my God would never let me prey upon you. He would never let me wish bad on you. He would never let me wish ill on you. Like, God wouldn't direct me to do nothing but love on you. Even if you getting on my nerves, you dog me, you dog one of my kids. I've never went to God and he says, you know, do something bad to you, or don't like you, or don't mess with you. Like, I don't talk to people who pray to people that will help you burn somebody's house down. So no, I'm not in agreement to that. But that does fall under, she's in her 20s. That falls under, like, maybe she's not aware. Maybe she doesn't know. You don't take credit for God's work. If God punished somebody or does a certain type of thing, he will punish you for taking credit in his work. You can't take God's credit. Just like you can't cheat off somebody's paper at school and take their credit. You just cannot go on here and say, I prayed to the ancestors and then they caught your house on fire. Like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm not in agreement to that. I'm never gonna be on here and sugarcoat it. I don't care if my son don't like it. I'm not about to get on here and agree with you on some stuff that's spiritual or vindictive, evil, malicious. I'll never agree with that. So let's just be in prayer that this is just one of those instances where it's a babe and she gonna be new in Christ and she gonna figure it out, and that's gonna be, she probably ain't been baptized. It's a lot of stuff that Jonathan can offer her. But if there's some resistance and nobody that's not what I'm here for, I want to do my own thing, yes, I will absolutely tell you that I will personally keep it separate. I don't want to hang out with your mom. I don't want to hang out with your cousin. I don't want to hang out and do none of your type of rituals or none of that shit. I'm just going to be honest with you. And if I see you talking about you hope something happen to somebody, or you want something to happen to somebody, and you talking to God like that, I'll never fuck with you. Not on no person. No, I thought you said get off. Not on no, like, we can hang out and have lunch, but we can't never be like, we'll never be close.